après cette coupure technique intempestive, on reprend exactement là où on s'est arrêté. Tu m'as fait peur. Ah bah ça m'a surpris aussi, hein. Je peux t'assurer que quand tout s'est figé et qu'après après 15 secondes de plus rien tombe sur un écran bleu, je me suis dit ah, énorme. Énorme, énorme. Au moment d'un choix crucial en plus. Quelle bonne blague. Mais ce qui tombe bien, c'est que le jeu, on le fait tourner depuis la Play 4, donc le jeu n'a pas bougé. Lui et la Play 4, elle a pas craché. Cette fois, c'est pas Orange. Non, cette fois, c'est pas Orange, cette fois, c'est Windows. Merci à Microsoft. Donc le jeu, lui, il a attendu bien gentiment, et heureusement, c'est un choix où on peut prendre tout le temps de le faire. Donc je disais, au moment où ça a crash, il me semble, je disais que on peut être un bon ou un mauvais vampire. Évidemment, c'est plus facile d'être un mauvais vampire, on peut buter tout le monde, on prend plein d'XP, sauf qu'en faisant ça, certes, on est plus fort, on a des pouvoirs, on peut buff un maximum, mais dans le même temps, le fait de tuer des personnes nous coupe, du coup, évidemment, l'accès à certaines missions, certaines informations, certaines zones du jeu, et donc on se bloque d'autres choses. Donc l'idée, ça va être de jouer le bon vampire, donc on va épargner dès qu'on le peut les gens, on tue que les méchants en gros, hein, globalement, et bah évidemment on va gagner plus difficilement de l'XP, s'améliorer de manière plus difficile, mais on aura le mérite d'être resté bon tout le long du jeu et d'avoir épargné et sauvé tous ceux qu'on pouvait. Donc là, évidemment, Dorothy Crane faisait du chantage, ça te correspond mieux aussi. Bah bien sûr, évidemment, c'est des choix qui correspondent à mes convictions. Évidemment, tout à fait, tout à fait. Donc l'idée, c'est de faire les choix que j'aurais fait moi, globalement. Tu as tout à fait raison. Et donc là, bah, l'idée, ça va être d'épargner cette infirmière qui, au final, certes, elle a fait du chantage pour arriver à ses fins, mais justement, ces fins-là sont bienveillantes, elles cherchent à soigner des pauvres dans le besoin qui ne peuvent pas se faire soigner autrement, donc on va pas la charmer, ça n'a pas de sens, on va pas la bouffer, donc l'étreindre, parce qu'on serait clairement mauvais en faisant ça, donc on va l'épargner, bien sûr. On ferme les yeux, mais elle va démissionner, donc elle ne pourra plus pratiquer. Dommage que tu puisses pas charmer. Bah on peut, mais le problème c'est que là ça n'aurait pas de sens de faire ça. Ça aurait pu être drôle. Ça aurait pu être drôle, effectivement. Mais en faisant ça, je pense que c'est pas le meilleur choix. Je pense que c'est le pire choix des trois. Parce qu'au final, si on lui fait oublier tout ça, elle va servir à rien après. Enfin, qu'est-ce qu'elle va devenir ? Alors que si on ferme les yeux et qu'elle démissionne, elle va peut-être devenir quelqu'un d'autre, d'important, peut-être qu'elle va avoir une utilité. Et si on ferme les yeux et qu'elle démissionne, elle va plus travailler à l'hôpital, et du coup elle va peut-être faire autre chose. Donc on va l'épargner, on va voir ce qui se passe tout de suite. Et je pense que l'épargner c'est le mieux.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed, that sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Voilà. Niveau de charme, de nouveaux citoyens peuvent être tués. Trophée obtenu, entretien avec un vampire. Ce quartier subira bientôt les conséquences de votre geste. We have a deal. Bon, je pense que c'était le meilleur choix par rapport à mes convictions. Bon, on n'a pas accès à son coffre, bien sûr. On aurait certainement eu une clé et accès à son coffre si on l'avait tué, mais bon. On va au-delà que de simples petits besoins de... What the fuck? Où est-ce que ça se passe? Tiens, ça m'a surpris, je m'attendais pas à ce qu'il y ait une attaque dans ce lieu. Qu'est-ce qu'il voulait et qu'est-ce qu'il foutait là? Qu'est-ce qu'il foutait? Ah, la bonne machette, j'avoue que la machette elle fait plaisir. Du coup, en haut, hormis le coffre que je ne peux pas ouvrir, cette porte, je ne peux pas l'ouvrir non plus, donc j'avais fait tout ce que j'avais à faire. Il va falloir que... Oui, parce qu'à la base, on a enquêté parce que elle faisait du chantage à Lady Ashbury. Et cette Lady est également un vampire, mais un vampire gentil aussi. Et du coup, elle était embêtée parce que elle subissait le chantage de Dorothy Crane. Et comme bah, justement, elle veut agir en gentil, elle ne voulait pas la tuer ou quoi, donc elle nous a demandé de nous en occuper pour qu'on arrive à savoir ce qui se tramait. Et donc c'est ce qu'on vient de réussir à faire. On va pouvoir aller la voir et lui dire que tout va bien. Elle ne va plus subir de chantage. C'est safe pour elle. Et c'est du quartier toujours grave. Ah! Donc ça, c'est pas des potes. Et ils sont 3. Commencer par lui. Ils sont un peu aveugles, tant mieux. Donc eux, on peut, hein. Eux, on peut, c'est... Voilà. Il va falloir qu'on level up un peu, nous, parce que niveau 9, c'est pas fou, hein. Et d'où ils viennent, ceux-là? C'était safe ici, avant. C'est quoi ces conneries? On peut retourner voir le vieux. C'était pas là, la porte, c'était là. Bien sûr. Ah, il faut qu'il nous ouvre. Il faut qu'il accepte.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Ça va. Il est plus accueillant qu'au début. On n'a pas eu le temps de lui parler. On va déjà lui prendre son argent. Ça lui pose pas de soucis a priori. Ils sont plutôt généreux, les gens. Ils ont beau être pauvres. Ils donnent sans compter et ça, c'est beau.
It's
Ah,
locked, all right.
It's locked, alright. Je vais pas le faire, mais peut-être qu'à la fin du jeu, j'arriverai à le faire. On va lui parler un peu. Qu'est-ce qu'il aura à nous dire? Votre vie à Londres. Salut, mec.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
Ah oui.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Bien sûr.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the
Ah, mais
afterlife, Doctor, but I'm
en fait,
almost convinced
c'est une
Camellia
branche qu'on a prise, une branche
She volunteered to
de
give out our
dialogue
medical
qu'on a prise, mais on peut la reprendre et elle dit la même chose, alors que vous voyez bien que là c'est grisé et là elle est pas grisée. Donc c'est comme si on avait d'autres choses à lui dire, mais
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not a
on fait des
country I
petits mouvements
fought
de caméra.
for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Voilà,
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
on en sait un peu plus sur lui, mais il nous a pas donné d'indices importants sur quelconque personnage. On peut donc retourner à l'hôpital et informer Lady Ashbury que tout est ok.
It's all a bloody joke to you, innit? Stealing drugs from the sick and suffering.
Qu'est-ce qu'il lui prend?
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad
Oui, c'est
temper.
celui-là, je me souviens.
Terrible cocktail,
On lui a dit
sir.
ça 1000 fois.
Goodbye for now. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Mhm.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh putain, mais ils sont nombreux. Est-ce qu'on peut les combattre? Ah bah tiens. Oh mais ils sont combien? Oh le traquenard! Merde. Ah c'était chaud, je m'attendais pas à me retrouver dans un tel traquenard. Zut. Le petit piège. Le petit piège, le petit traquenard. En plus ils sont niveau 14, on est niveau 9. En fait j'ose pas me reposer et level up parce que comme ça fait passer une nuit, et ils disent que des fois si tu passes la nuit, il y a des événements irréversibles qui peuvent se passer, donc vaut mieux tout résoudre tant qu'on le peut. Donc ça met un peu la pression de faut-il se reposer maintenant ou attendre un peu quoi. Et là j'avais plus de soins en plus, j'avais plus de quoi me guérir en combat, donc c'était un petit peu peine perdue. Ce petit traquenard. On reprend où? Ah bah on reprend là. On va fabriquer des trucs. Donc on va faire... Voilà, comme ça on a un truc pour guérir de chaque. La machette, est-ce qu'on peut l'améliorer? Ça c'est bien. Ok.
I have thirst for blood.
Puisse en manger un maximum des rats pour me remettre ma jauge de power.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Il n'y en a pas d'autre. Bon, on le fera après ça, on le fera après, on le fera après. Ah.
This is despicable.
Allez. Allons-y.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did
Non,
so
allez.
deliberately.
Le bon fight.
Crush the leech, boys!
Ouah, ça m'est tellement cher ça. Mais putain, mais ça c'est horrible. Oh mais... Wouah, au secours. Mais c'est horrible ces grenades là. Gaz moutarde je pense. Ou peut-être un truc contre les vampires. C'était plus facile la première fois, il y avait pas les grenades, ou alors j'ai réussi à y échapper. Ah putain, et ça me remet pas ma...
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Faut que je rebouffe des rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
Ça a gardé mes améliorations quand même. A priori oui. Bon ouais, on va peut-être level up, en vrai. Juste, je vais faire une petite... Non, on peut pas sauvegarder ou quoi, ouais, bon. En espérant que ça me fait pas skip des trucs, mais je pense pas. Donc l'endurance c'est quand même important. courage, c'est pas mal ça. Intéressant. Mais ça me coûte quoi de faire ça? Ça me coûte 400. Ça me coûte 1000. Peut-être économiser un peu pour ça plus tard alors. Bon, on va garder ça. Donc nuit suivante. Raid de police à venir à Whitechapel. Ces derniers temps, les rumeurs entourant Whitechapel deviennent une triste réalité. Depuis 3 mois, la police soupçonne le quartier d'être le centre névralgique du marché noir médical de Londres. Cependant, ces soupçons resteront de simples suppositions. Les maigres forces de police envoyées à Whitechapel n'ont ni arrêté les criminels à la tête de ces trafics, ni trouvé les stocks de médicaments illicites qu'ils cachent. Cette mascarade n'avait donc qu'un but, tenter de camoufler l'incompétence notoire de la commission de santé du conseil du comté de Londres en donnant à la population un semblant de victoire alors que l'épidémie de grippe ne fait que s'étendre de jour en jour. Pour ne rien arranger, en prenant le temps d'étudier les derniers chiffres et statistiques, on peut voir que Whitechapel supporte cette épidémie bien mieux que la plupart des autres quartiers de la ville. Est-ce un miracle ou bien la preuve de l'efficacité d'une possible activité médecine illégale? Ou encore est-ce que la démonstration de l'incompétence criminelle des autorités? Tout ce que je sais, c'est que si un simple londonien a plus de chances de survivre à l'épidémie en choisissant de vivre dans ce quartier misérable, alors je suis prêt à emménager immédiatement dans le premier trou à rats qu'un propriétaire véreux acceptera de me louer. Donc lui fatigue, migraine, fatigue, bronchite. Faut que je fasse plus de trucs contre la fatigue. Les gens sont plus fatigués globalement. Et on passe en mode quartier stable, donc c'est plutôt une victoire. Voilà. Et je serais bien d'avis d'aller soigner les gens avant de me fight.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Allez.
I have this thirst for blood.
Did you hear me? See them fancy clothes? Over there!
Allons soigner les gens. Lui, est-ce qu'il est malade?
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Ouais, tu te calmes parce que je vais te
Do you need
soigner.
assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Merci.
Goodbye, young man.
Je m'en fous, je l'ai soigné. J'ai fait mon devoir de médecin. Ça a beau être un connard. Elle est en bonne santé. Ah oui, lui il a une bronchite, donc on va aller le soigner aussi.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Où est-il?
Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Pas des petits items qui auraient pu rip-hop. Nope. Voilà, qui on peut soigner d'autres? Migraine pour lui. Lui c'est bon. Ça c'est un autre. Lui c'est fatigue. Ah, le médecin aussi. Alors le journaliste, pardon. Le journaliste, il est où déjà? Putain, je m'y perds. Pourtant, j'ai eu le temps de tourner là-dedans. Non, mais c'est par là, je crois. En bonne santé. En bonne santé. En bonne santé. En bonne santé.
You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see.
Où est-ce qu'il est passé le journaliste? Là, fatigue.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Elle est en bonne santé. Lui, je crois qu'on l'a déjà soigné aussi.
Morbidity can breathe its own beauty and grace. Whitechapel is not just disease, desertion, and despair. Angel made flesh, I tell you.
Il sort d'où lui?
Action against malevolence and trickery.
Là, il y a un mec à soigner, je crois.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
It's locked.
Bon, on avait déjà visité les lieux, mais je voulais être sûr. Qu'est-ce qu'il nous reste à soigner? Lui qui a une migraine. Mais je sais pas où il se trouve, lui. Ah, c'est le mec bourré qu'on a vu tout à l'heure. Et sinon, on a soigné tout le monde. Tiens, où est-ce qu'on l'a vu, le mec bourré? Où est-ce qu'on l'avait vu? Par là, je crois. C'est pas par là? Pas lui, du coup. Où est-ce qu'on l'a vu?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Ah, il nous en reste un à soigner, on va le soigner. Hein. Faut juste qu'on le trouve.
This is despicable.
Ah, bon, bah on va rentrer là avant. C'est vrai que c'était une porte qui allait nous engager dans quelque chose. On l'a déjà fait cet endroit, je crois. Oui, on l'a déjà fait. Wow, il se calme lui. Hein. Bon, mais il nous en manquera un, c'est le mec bourré, mais je l'ai pas trouvé. Lui où il était, je me perds un petit peu dans ces quartiers. Oh non, pas encore un plantage. Je suis encore là, je suis encore là. C'est le chargement du jeu. J'ai eu peur. J'ai eu peur. Ah oui, mais on se retrouve là.
It's locked, all right.
Non, on est où là? Si. On l'avait vu sur ce chemin là. Là, on a fait un tour, mais qui va peut-être me permettre de retrouver à nouveau le... Là, il est là. C'est lui, non?
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Non, c'est pas lui. Lui, j'ai déjà soigné. Putain, mais merde. C'est lui. C'est lui. Je l'ai eu.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Ah merde.
I will see you later. A gun, alcohol.
Bon, on n'avait pas un truc pour la... Ah oui, le wifi, ouais.
Goodbye for now.
Faut que je désactive les notifs. On n'avait pas un truc contre la migraine, justement, qu'on avait confectionné... À moins que c'est le seul remède qu'on puisse pas faire. Je pensais qu'on avait... Non, on l'a recherché alors qu'on n'avait pas le bon remède. Mais on a quoi sur nous? Est-ce que je peux voir ce qu'on a? Anémie, rhume, sepsis, fatigue, pneumonie, bronchite. Ah, on n'a pas de... On ne connaît pas encore comment faire un remède contre les migraines. On ne peut pas en faire. C'est pour ça que j'en ai pas.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Merde, barre-toi, 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 barre-toi. Mais il en apparaît à l'infini en fait. Merde. Bon, c'est pas ouf. Ils ont rien lâché comme item, tous ces ennemis. Non. Dommage. Cet endroit ne m'avance pas du tout en fait. Oh putain. Ah, ils sont nombreux en plus. Que c'est une porte à chargement ou pas cette... Non, c'est de là d'où je viens. Ah, je sais plus. C'est une porte à chargement, merde. Ah, on peut pas le savoir en avance, ça. Des fois, c'est une petite pièce derrière qui ne nécessite pas de chargement. Des fois, c'est un chargement. Ah. Bon, on a regagné pas mal d'XP en affrontant ces différents ennemis. Du coup, on pourra activer d'autres pouvoirs. Mais là, les pouvoirs que j'ai, c'est plus les mêmes. Et je suis pas ultra fan de ceux-là. C'est un niveau 14, ça va être tendu.
This is despicable.
J'arrive. J'arrive. Je vais m'occuper de lui. Bah nickel.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Il a un rhume. Je peux pas le soigner encore. Je pense
You
qu'il
had
doit...
better return to Whitechapel without delay.
Ouais.
It will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Whitechapel, because you never are, never have been. The old places fall into pieces. But thank you for the advice, sir.
I have this thirst for blood.
Désolé pour le temps de chargement. Jour un peu long, hein. Mais bon, ça valait le coup d'y aller parce qu'il y avait quand même une petite quête secondaire qui s'est lancée. On a trouvé un texte en braille et on a sauvé une personne qu'on va pouvoir soigner puisqu'elle a un rhume, il me semble. Et je crois qu'on a un remède contre le rhume. Donc on va pouvoir faire le bien une fois de plus. Bon, si ça va faire hip-hop les scales, tant pis, on n'y va pas. On s'est déjà suffisamment battu. Allons voir Lady Ashbury. Anémie, on a quelque chose pour l'anémie? Et mal de tête, mais ça on a rien. Ah oui.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Pardon.
Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
C'est vrai qu'il avait poussé un homme à l'eau.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Eh ben, il avait rappelé.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm I'm sure.
Yes.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Ah.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
Merde, elle avait
I
raison du coup.
see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Scowl?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
Bon, on a pris plein de choses là sur les vampires.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Tout le monde est tombé en santé. C'est merveilleux. J'ai toujours pas moyen d'arroser la plante.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Alors... Ça c'est pas mal. J'ai envie de voir ça quand même. What? Fatigue, 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 mal de tête, fatigue. Merde. Comment ça se fait? Donc là ça monte à bien stable. On a un rhume et une migraine, mais par contre là on a une épidémie de fatigue, mais on avait soigné tout le monde. Trop bizarre. Et là fatigue, mais on n'y est pas beaucoup passé ici je crois. Putain, au secours. Il va falloir soigner tout le monde.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
C'est trop dangereux. Il y a des pensées.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later.
C'est lui le vampire et c'est lui qui nous a mordu pour qu'on travaille ensemble, c'est sûr. C'est lui notre mentor.
I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Bon, tout le monde est malade. C'est la merde. Il va falloir soigner les gens à tour de bras. Donc elle, non. Lui, oui.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Elle est en bonne santé, lui est en bonne santé, lui il récupère. Elle est en bonne santé. Inconnu. Faut qu'on aille lui parler, lui, là-bas. Là, c'est la merde. Lui, c'est bon. Lui, il est fatigué. Et lui, il est fatigué. Il veut pas nous parler, tant pis pour lui.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Serment d'Hippocrate.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Il casse les couilles celui-là, franchement.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
On l'aide et il trouve encore le moyen de se plaindre. Elle aussi. Voilà, stop.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Bon, on a soigné beaucoup de monde là déjà, non? Putain, il y en a encore 3. Lui, elle et lui. Faut que je refasse des médicaments. 3 encore. À tous les coups, c'est le seul mec que j'ai pas rencontré qui a refilé ça à tout le monde. Je vais m'en faire un en plus, on sait jamais.
I I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks, anyway.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Il manque encore quelqu'un, il me semble, de malade. Lui. Mais lui, c'est mal de tête, et j'ai rien pour le mal de tête. On a quelqu'un derrière, du coup, qui semblait être inconnu au bataillon. Lui. Je l'avais pas vu.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Bah, elle est décédée surtout.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Voilà. Ouais, tout le monde est bien là. Hormis lui, mais mal de tête, je vais pas le guérir. Il a un rhume lui? Il l'avait pas avant. J'ai quelque chose contre le rhume. Oui. Mal de tête, il me manque la recette.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Il me manque la recette, donc je ne peux pas aider les gens. J'ai eu peur. Il cacherait pas la recette de chose contre la migraine par hasard. Pas du tout. Dommage. Nouveau dialogue disponible avec le docteur Max Swansea. Ouais, Mac, docteur Swansea. Ok. Allons vite le voir, tant qu'à faire. Il est où? Pas lui. Ah, mais il est en haut. J'aurais pu lui parler encore tout à l'heure. Je sais plus où je vais. Là.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
Perhaps too capable. Nurse Crane also ran an illicit dispensary in Whitechapel. I had to ask for her resignation.
I see. Well, we'll just have to manage without her assistance.
We'll talk later.
C'est bon, oui. Maintenant on peut y aller. Non, le lock marche de très très loin. Oh, 18. Message des Wet Boot Boys. Au sujet du recrutement des nouveaux boys à Whitechapel, je pense avoir trouvé un candidat, Albi. Il est bête comme ses pieds, mais c'est un grand gaillard. Je lui ai demandé de me prouver qu'il pouvait me fournir des médicaments pour le marché noir, et il me les a livrés vite fait bien fait. C'est pas possible ça. La prochaine fois que je le vois, je lui annonce qu'il est accepté comme membre des Wet Boot Boys, et qu'il doit aller voir les chefs pour recevoir ses nouveaux ordres.
I'm sure Albert would like to know he's been accepted by the Wet Boot Boys.
Oh. Yes. Alors le cimetière par rapport à où je suis. Je peux peut-être faire le tour. Ah oui, j'arrive là, ok. c'était peut-être plus rapide de passer par... Oui, je pense que je fais un tour pour rien là. Faut que je regarde plus la map en fait. Je suis allé trop vite. Je suis allé trop vite pour le jeu. Il est perdu. Oui, on va reprendre le pont, on va faire le tour, on va passer par l'autre pont, c'est bien plus logique. Voilà.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Ok.
Stop right now!
Sir, no civilians allowed. Are you bloody stupid? I'll put
Ah.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. See them fancy clothes? This is the top. He's done for. Over there!
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Est-ce qu'elle est vraiment morte? Où est-ce qu'il a pu la tourner en vampire? Oh, il y a du scal à tout va. Ah, ça me paraît évident. Je viens vous aider, madame.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among... This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Ok, s'il la joue comme ça...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Il y en a partout. Oh, comment ça? Honteux. Ouais, j'ai oublié de faire tout le tour.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. I have this thirst for blood. This is
despicable.
Ils font l'enterrement en pleine nuit, c'est comme... Quand même curieux, un enterrement en pleine nuit, on va pas se mentir. Assister discrètement, ça va être là-haut.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Ouais.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
I wish the tears would come. But I'm empty. And I feel a hypocrite.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Et c'est là-dessus, sur cet instant tragique bien sûr, que l'on va s'arrêter. La VOD s'arrête là bien sûr. Merci YouTube de l'avoir suivi. Des bisous. La suite dans la prochaine vidéo. Of course.